Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am Priya Saini, your mind and style coach. Happy Mother's Day to you all. This is a special episode of the series #Atmanirbhar with Priya Saini, where we talk about motherhood. Mothers are the one who make us learn how to walk, how to talk in our early stages and a lot of things, basically making us Atmanirbhar in our lives. Today we have a special guest with us, Miss Deepika Chawla, who is not just a mother but also a very successful woman. She's the founder of Speak Up Lady mentoring program as well as Vice President in one of the Fortune 100 company. She is a brilliant speaker, a TEDx speaker and a panelist of Delhi University and other engineering colleges. She is a mentor and is on the advisory board of different NGOs. She is a diversity award winner, very elegant, into ramp walks and a model. She's married since 28 years and has 3 children, 1 son, 1 daughter and a beagle. Let's head right into the interview with Miss Deepika Chawla and let's get some insights and get inspired on this Mother's Day. Hi Deepika, how are you?
I'm very good, Priya. How are you doing?
I am great. Thank you so much. And I hope that everyone is safe in your family in this pandemic situation. And so are you.
We are all safe at home, and I pray to God for everybody.
So pretty and lovely in this beautiful sari. I've given a thought, to wear something Indian.
More than that, I gave it a thought that I wanted to wear a sari, which my daughter had gifted me.
Oh,
because
lovely.
of its mother.
Amazing.
She bought this from Kanchipuram for me when she went for a dance class there.
So it's a Kanchipuram sari. Oh, lovely.
It's a cotton Kanchipuram sari.
Cotton Kanchipuram. So I was just recently introduced to saris, by my mother-in-law. I love saris, but the fabric about it, the credit goes to my mother-in-law. Yes, today is a Mother's Day special and happy Mother's Day to you, first of all. And so how has your journey been till then, when you started until now?
It was not simple for me. I learned at a very young age of being Atmanirbhar the way you would want to relate to, because I was 18, I was going to college and my parents fell sick and I suddenly had to jump to start working, running a factory. Probably that was the time I was getting stronger and I was learning the word of being independent. And for me, education was one stepping zone, where that stone would help me to be independent. Went and enrolled myself for a CA, Chartered Accountancy, because I didn't want to get married, not because I wanted to do CA. I cleared CA.
Right.
I cleared.
So everything happens for good.
Exactly. The only thing what was in my mind was that I need to be first on my own feet. I want to be independent. When I went for my first job, I was declined at 2 big places. I was a woman in India. And then, of course, the moment I joined Times Bank, I was the only woman who joined there. And by the end of it, I added a lot of women in that branch. It's not easy, but being resilient, being passionate, having self-belief helped me a lot during my journey.
How was your experience handling both the worlds, home and 26 years of corporate life or working life? So how has that been? How have you balanced that?
So I would never say it's a balance, Priya. It's a work-life integration, I call it. About 28 years of career with a 25-year-old son, 21-year-old daughter, and a 7-year-old beagle.
Yes.
So I have 3 children.
So you're a dog lover also.
I'm a dog. I wasn't a dog lover. The motherhood made me a dog lover because my children blackmailed me into it, and now probably I love the dog. I love beagle. I love Carlos the most. I love Carlos. So it was not easy. There were times and moments when the guilt was so high. The guilt was so high,
Yeah.
where I would like think about the fact that I would say, maid nahi hai, I think I should resign. And Amit would say, okay, maids are going to design whether you're going to work or not. Or are you going to design? Are you going to work or not? And I was always that, and that helped me a lot, having a partner who understands, who lets you be who you are, really makes a
Yes.
huge difference. So over
Absolutely.
the years, Amit has not tried to change me who I am. My children have not tried to change me who I am. They do
Okay.
change me on my approaches and the way I keep following up on them. But as as a person, they've always made me feel, that they are proud of me. Jab they were young, I put them into tuition because I had a very long hour job. And everybody would come and say, जो बच्चे वीक होते हैं उनको ट्यूशन में डालते हैं. And
Hmm.
I said I wanted to put them into tuition because जब मैं घर आऊं, I will spend quality time. नहीं तो अगर पढ़ाती तो सारा टाइम डांटती रहती. And that's the memory they would
Ah,
have about. And it didn't work for me.
right,
I didn't want
right,
that
right,
memory to be with my children. You have to choose your guilt. You have to choose
right,
your guilt.
right.
Is it to be guilty that I can't take care of my children in those particular hours, or to feel guilty that I didn't evolve myself to be a support or a help to them? I know over the years they are very proud of what I do, and they feel
Absolutely.
that I probably gave a strong foundation to their education or who they are, and I'm able to support that. So I think it's a guilt you have to choose, and that balances out. If I was doing the other side of the work, I was trying to
Right.
make sure that I'm equally compassionate and understanding of the needs what are there in the house.
What are the, like, I
How
will go a little personal, that what are the 5 things which you tell your children, specifically and repeatedly to do?
my
Like, what
first
are the
one is
things?
that only, which is really made fun by my daughter. Be independent. Be
All
on your
right.
own feet. Dream big. I
Dream
keep
big.
telling them from the childhood, don't hold back. Don't hold back. I mean, dream and work towards that. So dream big is very important. The third one is being humble, being human. They should be there for each other. The last one, which is very prominent, and especially because my daughter is there and I have taught her from the beginning, is speak up.
Hmm.
Ask what you want, ask for what is important, stand up for what is wrong. And really, in the last couple of years, everything what I have seen to what my daughter does and is working towards is proving it to be like that.
And
They
what
don't.
are the tips, which you can give to other mothers, that, how to connect with your kids? Because on Mother's Day, we talk a lot about, what mother has done for us. That's absolutely, that is important. But also, we need to have someone who can tell the mothers also that, how should they connect to their children?
No, I agree. So I think, um, you know, listening to them is so very important. And I get that feedback a lot. Let me tell you. My doctor tells me a lot of time, please listen. Listen, you got to listen. And you react a lot. And I don't blame, all mothers do. I'm sure even
Because
your
they
mother
care.
would have done.
Yeah,
Yeah, because
they
they care.
care.
But listening to them and growing up with them, growing up with them. And to buy, I was 40 when I learned swimming. I didn't know swimming. And my daughter
Oh.
wanted me to get into the pool because my mother-in-law knew, my father-in-law knew, my husband knew, my son knew. And she said, I won't go in if you go in. It took me a month to get into a swimming suit because I was so conscious about it. But I love swimming so much. She introduced me to a different world. I've swam in oceans.
Yeah.
I've
Oh,
done snorkeling. Yeah, yeah, it's
wow.
wonderful now. So she
Wow.
opened me to a different world. It was a real,
Oh,
and as I'm saying, it is how you grow up with them. It's not
right.
just
Right.
telling them what to do, because that
Right.
creates the connections. My husband
Absolutely.
learned, tennis with my son.
Oh,
So it is
wow.
about creating that connection of what they want to do and you do with them. When I wanted to get my tattoo made, I
Ah,
was uh, I was thinking, what do I do? And I kept thinking of getting a butterfly made. And my daughter was like, you know what? I think you should get a tigress made. because I feel you're a tigress. You're a survivor. You fight. I felt so nice. I felt so nice.
Absolutely,
So I
yes.
have a tattoo now, Priya, which
Oh, lovely.
is of a
Tigress?
butterfly with the face of a tiger.
Wow. And this really, this really answers my question of, the way to connect to your children. Your mistakes, what are the mistakes which you did as a parent, which you feel that, maybe I could be a little different? Are there any? Or if there are, what are they?
I made a lot of mistakes. Truthfully, yes,
Everyone
lots.
does.
Ew. And after you're a mother, you make one mistake a day every day. So that's okay. I'll give you a very recent example where I learned a lot from my mistake. COVID happened. So that means after 7 years, both my children were staying with us. Typically, like the way I was, I would just get up in the morning, I would put sit down to my work, and I would start breakfast time. I would call lunch time. I would call them because we all eat. That's another thing we've always done. We eat our lunch or dinner on the table. I would do it very religiously, and I will wake up everybody and say, lunch lag gaya, aa jao, and all. So one day my daughter walked up to me and said, and the idea was that bonding of family and khane ka time hai, garam khana khao. It's that protectiveness only. And she comes very sweetly and tells me, mom, we all are coming together after 7 years to be together. You have to learn to respect some spaces. And we all lived differently till 1 month back.
Absolutely.
And then I realized I was being very harsh. They were sleeping very late in the night. I'm expecting them to get up with me around 10 o'clock. That was not what they were doing because they studied till late and they would get up different. So that's when I realized, I'm really not even, I'm just being overprotective. Then there are other cases where I feel they think we are doing a mistake, but I feel safety is prominent.
Right,
So I just
absolutely.
don't give in there and I get scolded by her.
That's
Being
how parents
overprotective is
are.
a natural, it's a natural phenomena
Yes,
with
absolutely,
which,
absolutely.
as a mother, you become. You can't help it. But I think they need their spaces.
Yes.
And my son was 10 months when we went to Switzerland. And when we came back, he was 2 years. But in those 2 years, he didn't learn to speak. Okay. And he would talk everything in actions. My whole family was so worried. We came to India. I didn't even realize that he's speaking very less. Got a hearing test done for him. We put him to a learning school, a pre-KG type. In a month, he started speaking. Doctor told me the problem was that आप अकेले थे, वहाँ पे काम नहीं कर रहे थे. So even before the child asked something, you gave it to him.
Oh my God. Seriously. This
So
is
he didn't
such
speak.
a big. Oh. Ah.
मैंने बच्चे को मांगने ही नहीं दी ना कोई चीज, पहले ही दे दी. लंच का टाइम हुआ, कुछ का टाइम हुआ, सब कुछ doting over him, thinking I'm the perfect mother. But that's not who you are.
Right. So basically, we just not need to protect them. We also need to make them fall so that they can get up on their own, right?
Exactly.
Please share a few things which you have learned from your mother.
I learned a lot from my mother. Being strong has come from my mother. Being resilient has come from my mother. Being a giver, that's something which I learned. My mom was became sick and she was hospitalized. My husband's book launch was there.
Yes, I
And
remember. Yes.
the book launch was on 7th. 8th was my husband's birthday. And on 6th, on 6th, we came to know that mom's not doing well. The doctors wrote and went away that we should try for dialysis.
Okay.
So, and they said it will take 2 to 3 days, Priya. My mom, I keep telling my husband, stayed to get his book launch done because wo book launch nahi hoti nahi to. My mom passed away one day before his birthday because she didn't want to go on his birthday.
Yes.
And it's not that I'm reading in between the lines. She was gone in the morning, but the doctors convinced us that we have to try because 3 days she will live. 3 days ke baad pata chalega, but she didn't stay beyond his book launch. But she wanted all his work to be done, all my work to be done. So she lived through that. And that gave me a lot more power in believing the fact how much you can do for your children.
So I was in Gurgaon and my mother was in Chandigarh. So she had heart
Oh.
attacks. Just suddenly it happened. So the only thing which came to my head was that it had to happen without me, because I could
Yeah.
not see it. Yes, I just feel that I'm going to meet her someday, when I leave the world. So before that, let's live. This is what I have told myself so that, I can survive.
She's definitely looking at you, how nice and pretty you're looking, and how nicely you're doing your programs, how you're shining, how you are multi-skilled. Everything is looking, mom's
you so
looking
much.
from above there to look at you and bless you, Priya.
Thank you, Mom. Thank you so much. So, there is one thing which I would definitely talk about in this particular Atmanirbhar series, that, I've got a lot of feedback from a lot of male friends, as well as otherwise also have seen it, that specifically when we talk about corporate world, so women are generally, not, when they achieve a certain level, they become very comfortable and they go in their comfort zones and they don't want to come out of it, and they are like, ओके यार क्या करना है, आई एम हैप्पी ना, इतना सैलरी मिल रहा है, घर पे सब कुछ अच्छा है, मुझे घर पे भी देखना है एंड ऑल दैट स्टफ. सो दे आर नॉट दैट पैशनेट, like on an average I'm talking about. Surely people like you, women like you, who are at a very prestigious role in an organization, but a lot of women, they are hesitant or they become very comfortable in their zones. So what will you suggest to all the women out there?
They want to, they don't have the courage. They hold back because they inhibited. They hold back because of stereotyping. They hold back because of unconscious bias. They hold back because, somewhere a lot of people have told them कि हो नहीं पाएगा, कर नहीं पाओगे. Women have to raise a hand to ask for help. Recently, I've designed a program, Priya, which is called Speak Up,
yes,
Lady. It's exactly, that's the answer I'm giving, that right. Don't be in your comfort zone. Don't look at yourself and lose on that. Have a personal branding of yourself. Integrate your work life. Don't try to look for balance.
Right.
Your life stage transitions. When you're uncomfortable, Priya, that's when you're growing.
Absolutely.
That's
I would
exactly
totally agree.
when you're growing.
Absolutely. Deepika, tell me something about, like, you look so pretty. You are a model. You walk on the ramps. So how important is grooming? So it's your personal choice, or is it really important to be groomed in a corporate environment specifically and otherwise also?
I think, it really gives you a wholesome personality again.
Right.
But clothes don't do everything.
Absolutely.
So when you go to to a program which will talk about grooming, they don't talk about appearance. Appearance does make the first 10% of the moment you walk in, at the moment you are seen. What really makes the difference is your attitude.
So, like, the series is all about, being Atmanirbhar, and it came from the idea that, why, the husbands don't help women in the household chores, but then, then the idea came that why not women help men in their works, for example, like driving a car, as I already mentioned, or changing a tire. So what do you think, for this particular topic, that men and women, I believe it's a collaboration.
So I talk about the fact that the first thing is that it's not a competition. Everybody has their own skills and their strengths.
Whoever has the skills and the strength should collaborate. Whoever needs the support, the other one should stand up. And that is why it is important to be Atmanirbhar, in your words. And
so now I have a rapid fire round. So most important thing for self-improvement?
Awareness.
Okay. To remove fear, we need to remove
assumptions.
Very nice. The biggest obstacle of progress?
Self-doubt.
Self-doubt, rightly. The paramount quality to own as a public speaker, because you're a speaker yourself.
Comfortable with yourself, being you.
Being you, absolutely. So wonderful. The person who inspires you the most?
My daughter.
The daughter. And speaking at TEDx gave me an important insight about
My story.
your story. Okay, it's a personal question. Better mother or better wife?
And you'll believe what I say, right?
I will.
My children don't.
Acha, so you'll say better mother. Alright, so I have fill in the blanks. This you can answer any which way. So my kids are dash for me.
In today's world, oxygen.
Oxygen for you. Lovely. I get angry at home when
Nobody listens to me.
my mantra to manage every person at home.
What's in it for them?
My go-to phrase for my kids.
I am the mother of the house.
Okay. Lovely. I am super strict at home for.
Being honest.
Lovely, lovely. So, at last, I will ask you just 3 questions, just a little bit about all these 3 aspects, and then we can take a leave. So, what is success to you?
Happiness, being at peace. And for me, happiness is very important from the fact my children grow up to human beings.
One corporate advice to all the women into job.
Ask for what you want to do and stand up for yourself.
Okay. And one advice, one homely advice to all the mothers, like
So create happy memories, happy moments for your children. They will soon step out. They should remember those happy memories only.
absolutely. So thank you so much, Deepika. It was such an insightful and inspiring session for me personally. And I hope that this particular interview of yours inspires a lot of other women as well as other individuals. And I'm sure that they will get inspired. And thank you so much for for giving your time and coming on my channel.
Priya, thank you for giving me this opportunity to wear my daughter's gift, on the Mother's Day and making 2021 Mother's Day special for me. Thank you so much, Priya.
Thank you so
God
much,
bless
ma'am, and
you.
happy Mother's Day once again to you, to your children. And surely you made my Mother's Day also, because, I told you that it's been a long time that I've done something on Mother's Day after I lost my mother. But surely, that gap is being fulfilled by my mother-in-law also. But this is the first time, I think it's because of her only, that, I'm able to stand up right now and do something for the audience on this special day. Thank you so much for being there. And yes, absolutely. For all the mothers out there, thank you so much.
This was a special episode in the series Atmanirbhar with Priya Saini. I'll be back with another episode in the series to inspire you all and myself get self-empowered. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel for a lot of motivating content as well as a blast of fashion and beauty on my channel. Don't forget to press the bell icon for the latest updates. Also, let me know if there are any suggestions for me to do any task which you consider that can be done only by men. Till then, take care, stay safe, stay at home. Bye-bye and happy Mother's Day to all of you.